How you doing, everybody? Stock Option Sniper here. I hope you're all doing great. I hope you all had an amazing week. The week has been extremely a little bit choppy. It's going bullish, then going bearish. So I hope you're all having a very tight risk management on your trade. You're not getting emotional, and you're cutting losses and accepting the fact that your zones are not holding, or whatever price target that you had is not being reached, and you accept the fact that you know the market is going to do what it's going to do, right? But overall, I hope you don't take losses very personal, because at the end of the day, if you understand the information that trading is a multi-million-dollar skill set, and you master the skill, every single money that you lose, you can always get it back, right? It's not like, oh, I saved this amount of I've saved this much amount of money, and now I don't know how to get that money back. Well, in trading, if you understand the skill set, you could definitely make that money back and multiply that money that you've lost. But anyway, today we're gonna go over a simple play or what's going to be happening, and we're going to see how it plays out. Just like I said like my disclaimer said, this is not financial advice, but we will go over to see what the market is going to do on Monday, right? So we also have BA here. I just want to give a BA a quick shout out. I didn't catch it myself, but actually, I think I've said it in one of my videos. I can't truly remember which video it was, but I was saying that once BA hit this 89 level right here, right, 89 level is looking to bounce. We did say that BA was gonna go to 89 because of that level. I was looking for that zone. I believe we charted that on the weekly. Was it on the weekly or the yearly? I'm not sure which one it was, but I think it was somewhere around this. I believe it was the quarterly, right? That we had a BA trying to take. I don't truly remember, you guys, but it was been a while. There's a BA that we called around this. The BA was gonna go down along with Disney, but right now it bounced right off our zone perfectly, right? We had that zone, waited for that confirmation for that price to come back up. I'll come back down to that zone, and in lower time frame we see that weak hand to strong hand transfer, right? And now we have it trying to go up. Okay, so overall, just watch out for that. We are looking to see overall for BA to see if we can take out this 277, but I'm not saying it's gonna do that on Monday, but just keep an eye. Right now we are looking to do some bullish stuff. It's looking to make big moves, right? It literally just closed above this candle. So as you can see right now, BA is doing its thing, right? I do like to see a pullback around these areas right here, at least the half or the imbalances. I haven't charted this. I left it the way it is, but I guess I've seen that candle right there, and I'll put that as zone so we can pull back right here. If we break above this 70 right here, right, above 179.32, we break above. I do want to see that pull back to our zone right here, and look to take it higher around this area right here, right, this 189. But that's not part of our watch list. Today we're going to talk about SPY, QQQ, and NVIDIA, right? So let's go over SPY first. I was doing this for a video, right? So what's going on with SPY? Let's look around here. We could take out everything, right? It's fine. Let's look and see what's going on. So on the yearly for SPY, we have around this range, right? I want to know something that's happening monthly, right? So we have SPY and the touch around this area right here, which I believe mitigated it. Right around the zone, there's that touch right there. So we can see SPY doing some bullish stuff, right? We can see SPY trying to target this, trying to target these highs, right? But we're not going to play that game. We're going to choose a proper zone. I do still like SPY on this gap fill on the daily, right? There's a gap fill on that daily. Let me see that. Where's that daily? Right here. I do like this gap fill on the daily, right? That last down move before this up move. So I will play around with this candle right here. Right? Have SPY come back down, mitigate, and just go up to this gap fill right here too on the top. Right around this area right here. That daily gap fill. Right? That's my overlook on SPY. Perfect. I want it to go down and then touch and then 406. Right? I want that to be right there. Gap fill. So from here, you can see that bullish movement. Once you get that weak hands to strong hand transfer, I show you guys in multiple videos in the form of Wyckoff, right? You get that weak hands to strong hand transfer around this area. You have to wait, right? Usually it's a game of patience. It happened to me multiple times. I will tell you guys I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I take wins, no trades, break even, and also losses. Right? I'm not gonna make excuses for that, but you know, it happens. And usually that happens with me not being disciplined, FOMOing into a trade. Oh, this is happening right here. It fell down, and still sometimes I have that mentality of, you know, not being patient. And sometimes I pay a price for that. Sometimes a hefty price, right? Not having understanding. Also, sometimes I FOMO into a trade, not having any stop losses, right? That's terrible. I just jump into a trade, not set my stop losses. I'm like, I'll just get out. I'll take a $300 loss. That's good, but it's not the way you want to trade if you want to trade at a very high level, right? You don't know how this market will move. The market is extremely volatile. You know, I don't want to believe into the news and all that stuff, because I've told you guys before that all price right now is already all set. Shout out to my mentor for sharing that information with me. But prices are already set for the next 10 years, right? These catalysts are just showing you where the price are going into which zone. And once catalyst comes out, it speeds up the price into that zone and see which zone is going to hold and not hold or bounce or reject, right? So yeah, I like SPY around this level, right? Once it mitigate the zone, boom, and then yeah, I like it. I like it here. Right? It's perfect. So we can see some downfall. But before I do take the trade, I do want to see an overall break of this structure right here. Right? I want to see a break of that structure. Just confirming to me that we are taking lower prices. So how will that look like? Well, I want to see this fall like that. Once it falls like that, I will find that SND, that last up move before the down move, and targeting the low, going lower all the way to the zone right here. And then boom, I can target that, and we take that 406, right? And if anything changes, hey, kudos to the market, and you know, we'll take it higher. We'll take it higher. We'll adjust to the market, whatever it wants to give us. But right now we are in this price target, right? So if this zone holds, I like to target that 406, 4067. If anything happens, we can see what happens after that. And it's funny how we just have a half imbalance, right? So that's our play for the SPY for the week. Just pay attention to that. Here's the zone one more time again, right there, that zone, right? From 381 all the way to 373. If you guys want to refine that, I teach you guys refinement in my mentorship. I go over that very, very deeply. So what does refinement mean? As you can see, it's okay, I can take this out. As you can see, that sometimes you'll be like, okay, it touched my zone. How come I'm gonna enter put calls here? Next thing you know, it goes up, and then it breaks down a little bit more, right? And then you're like, all right, I'm gonna average down. It goes up, and then it breaks down again, and then the zone's like, okay, I took me out the trade. Next thing you know, the price just runs, right? It just runs without you. So refinement is basically finding that zone, which is like the most of the zone that is gonna bounce from, right? Because this is a pretty big zone. But I teach you guys in that refinement, and but overall, yeah, it's right here. Just pay attention to the zone, right? That's for my students, so they get that refinement information from me, right? So that's for my SPY. Let's look at QQQ. QQQ, I believe I had it tried out for my students already. So I gave it to him on Friday to see what's going to happen, right? Let's see the daily here, right? So we refined this to the T right here. As you can see, we had these zones, right? So I like QQQ to come all the way up here. Forget about this. I don't want you guys paying attention to that. It's nothing, right? Take that out. Take this out. Take this out. So all I want is for price to come up here, right? Boom. Once price come up to this level, right? Came down. Now we want that price to do. We want the price to come up here to these levels, right? Have that transfer, that UTAD, and boom, right? We just take it lower and lower, and does do whatever it wants to do, right? And then overall, after that, we have the zone where we can take a bullish approach, and we can work along those on calls, right there. Take that price, take it lower. If it does not hold, all right, kudos to the market. We manage it properly. But if it does come up here, we can take it low all the way to these zones. You guys see that? Okay, you can take that out. It's fine, right? I want to see a break of this. Also, if we break this, right? So this is going to be the play. You can take it from here all the way to that zone. I'll make it visual for us, right? So the market came down. Market came down. Now what I want to happen is for the market to come up, break below the zone, come up, and then somewhere around here find the SND and take it lower and lower, right? Back to the zone. Boom. That's my target. Pretty great move, now. Right here. Pretty beautiful move right there. From 388 all the way to this 269 level. Right? And then we have our NVIDIA. Where's NVIDIA? I don't have much on my watch list, as you guys can see. Just I keep it simple. So NVIDIA is pretty much like the Qs. I do want to see a break below this to make sure to see the price lower. But in this scenario, I do see the price going already lower. So I like that a lot. Right here. I got that body break, right? There's a body break right there. That means that the price actually does want to come down lower. So we are waiting for that zone to come up, and then we can take it all the way back down. Or we can target this as the first partials of our position. Forget about this line, guys. Right? So we can take it from here, from around 157 or 158. And then we can take it all the way back to 150. Targeting that, partialing out, and leaving runners to see if we can go down lower and lower all the way to these 137. Bringing the price up higher and higher again. Right? Higher or lower, depending what the market gives us, but overall this is my price right here, right? Exom has been man, our Exom has been going crazy, guys. Exom has been loyal to our strategy, and it's just delivering beautifully. I haven't looked at Exom, to be honest with you. I've been doing a lot of mentorship and breaking down a lot of trades, but Exom I have not touched. It was just beautiful how we caught this from the beginning. And if you've been with my channel and you are my students that to do a lot of mentorship one-on-one, I break this down a lot on how we caught this and broke it down to the T. But overall, right now, this has delivered beautifully. Back when we were talking about it around 83, 84 level, and we took at that 104. Our job here is done, right? That 105, excuse me. Our job here is done. It's very beautiful, right? Tesla. Let's see if we can add other stocks right here. Let's see this. Tesla. Let's see. Have I tried a Tesla? Right now, I had Tesla at 174. I believe when I caught this bounce on Tesla, well, I didn't catch the bounce, but when I saw the bounce, right, I saw the bounce, and I said, if it holds this imbalance right here, this entire red from red to down, right, because our strategy is that last down move to up move. If it comes back to the zone and holds, awesome. Once you take that bounce, I do like a target around 174.37. How did I get that 134.37? I got it from here. Where is that on the weekly? Was it 174.37? I believe it was like around here. Right, it was right here. That's this bounce. Right, that bounce. So once we caught that, I do like that. And look what happened. It did hit the target. I don't know why it moved, but hey, whichever that was my target overall. Oh, so I'm sorry. It's right here. It was actually the 4 hour. I was correct. It was 174. On 174.86 there. I wanted to target those lows. And right now, we were talking about that at 180 along with my students, right? Like 182, 184. I gave it out to a friend of mine. I told him, hey, listen, you can take it back to 174. And it was a great, let me see if I had it charted. I believe it was in my trading view. Oh, right here. Yeah, I did have it 176.83. I did want it to come all the way up here after it bounces to 211, right? So let's see if that can deliver. This is a long-term thing. It's just for swing. But that is my outlook on QQQ in the market. I'm just patiently waiting. Like I said, every time I try to rush into a play, just try to get into a play and just to make that, that quick buck. And it just sounds so cool to say, yo, I'm done 10 minutes trading, right? But then sometimes that also can go against you because you're not waiting for your setup to be proper. But if you just waited for your setup, you could be done a lot faster than maybe 5 minutes with a lot of high probability setup and you making more income than you actually risking more of not a clean setup, right? That makes sense. So we have this right here. I do want to see it going down, right? Come up here, S&D, take it here, take the price lower and lower, right? Just recapping everything. Then from here we can partial from here, leave runners, see if we can take it down lower to that zone. And then for SPY, I like SPY to go into the zone, right? Targeting that gap fill, go down. Forget about this. I was talking about refinement, right? You have SPY targeting this gap, right? Closing this gap. And then once it gaps, I do want it to go. It's over, right? Targeting this 406. Boom. That 402.31 almost confused me. Right there. That's also a gap fill. That little gap fill for SPY. Right? That's what I want to see. And then for NVIDIA, it's the same as for Qs, right? We have that zone right there. And I want us to go up to that zone. Go up to that zone. Once we go up to that zone, partial around 151. So from 159 to 151, clean move. We take it all the way back to our zone and see if our zone can hold. It does whatever we want to do, right? But overall, this is the trade. That's a beautiful trade right there, you guys. Fam, I appreciate each and every one of you. I just wanted to make a quick overview or a quick outlook or watch list on what's going to be happening with me and my students going on Monday. If you have any stock, just comment it. Also, I appreciate each and every one of you that stays in and supports my video. I love each and every one of you. I do this for us. If there's anything that you have any question, just write them down in the comment. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I personally answer to my comments. So if you have it, like I said, if you have any questions, I got you. Just leave your comments there. And yeah, guys, thank you so much once again. Peace.